What's up guys, Mitch here, and welcome back to Movement Mondays. So today we're here with Robbie.
Hello.
And this is the Queens edition, so we're in beautiful Kingston, Ontario, if you guys know, familiar with Queens, or Canada. Here we are. So today we're talking about a squat movement and a lunge. And with those movements, we're talking about jumper's knees. For all you guys that have pain kind of in around the front of the knee, up to your kneecap, and the lower part of your shin, and what might cause it. So that can come from a couple reasons. Usually if people are doing a lot of jumping sports like basketball, or probably heard you basketball and stuff like that. Yeah. So we're going to talk about some tweaks you can do to help improve that. For Robbie, we're going to be kind of focusing down on the ankles. We're going to look at his sort of bottom squat movement, and we'll kind of give you guys some things you can work on at home. So we just take a look here at Robbie's squat. So he's coming in and saying, Mitch, I got some pain here on the outside of my knee, between my kneecap. His feet are straight. We'll take a look at him, and we have him drop down in his squat. So he goes down, tries to go down, and you can see his knee really drops in pretty quick on that right side. Both sides, definitely more on his right. And if we can sneak around and get a side view of him, before he falls over, you can see how forward he is here. He's just trying to get the center of mass forward so he doesn't fall. There he goes, falls over. And the reason being is when he comes down, if his knees can't translate over his toes, he runs out of room. So it's in order for him not to fall back, he tries to get his butt back to even out his position. What that does when he strikes every time he jumps and lands, when he goes and jumps and lands, you can see his knee drop right in. And that creates a bit of a wink, wink force at his knee, which is going to cause his tendon to work on a bit of an axis, which eventually over time is going to lead to some bad wearing patterns, some pain, and some, hey, I can't play basketball anymore. So he took 4 weeks off, felt a little better, but it still hurts because he still jumps and lands like he has no ankle joint. So let's give him an ankle joint. So what we can do to fix that is a couple things. First thing we want to do is open up the soft tissues and give yourself some room. So remember, our muscles don't just run straight back and forth, they run on planes. Parallelly. So we can grab a torture device of choice, so we're going to use the cross ball. We're going to pop on our backs. And take that ball and you're going to sneak it right underneath your calf, anywhere you want under there. Good. And then with your other foot, you're going to get on top and put some pressure. Awesome. With that pressure, then put down on there. You're going to put your foot up and down, back and forth. You should feel that kind of flying. You can kind of rock that back and forth on top. It should suck a little bit. Right? You want to find some spots that are a bit more sore, like maybe right in there, and then pump. Up and back. We're really trying to peel that foot all the way up and all the way back. It should be terrible, but not so terrible. So it should be uncomfortable, not painful. If it feels weird, don't do it. But work at this range as much as you can. Okay, so keep doing that for us. So he's working his right side. You're going to work all the way up the front and back of the calf to allow that ankle to bend. Okay. While he's doing that, I'm going to show you guys another option we can do. After you've loosened up the soft tissues, then we're going to work into more of a static stretch. So to do that, you're going to get your foot pinned up against the wall. So then we can grab a view of the side here. But if we take up, you're going to wind up your foot nice and straight up against the wall, bum tight, and you're going to drive your hip in towards the wall. You can play around with this, you can curve your hips in or out to kind of find different spots here. We're really trying to increase that range back of your ankle so you can drive that knee forwards into that bottom position, okay? Those are two options, two tweaks that you can do to sort of drive that. Then what we want to do is then practice that squat movement. So, if Robbie comes on up here, how does that feel?
It was good. Felt hurt. It hurt a little bit, but
so hurt, feel it loose. So we haven't had him stretch it out yet, but let's just see him take a look at his squat again. So if he comes down, squats again, you see how that feels. How's that feel, Robbie?
Good. You can feel that.
Feel a little bit tight there? Awesome. So he's still following quite a bit, so he needs to work on this. So let's just take his right side and now stretch this out. So Robbie, you're going to pin your foot up, like before, heel down, and drive your butt towards the wall. Tight and squeeze. You should feel that really opening up back there.
Yeah.
Awesome. So right now he's going to hold this stretch again, trying to increase what we call dorsiflexion in that toe up position. And he's going to kind of angle his hips to the side. Feel that a little bit differently?
Yeah.
And over the other side. Because again, our muscles don't run straight, they run in a bit of a fade. So he's going to hold that there. So again, what we're doing today, guys, open up the hips, starting at the ankles, looking at the ankles, breaking through some of these soft tissues, then pulling them through into a stretch to really get the ankle to bend a little bit more. Then we're going to activate it by just practicing our bottom squat position and hanging out there, okay? So now let's have Robbie give that a try one more time. Face in there. He's moving up a little bit in his squat again. Awesome. Good. And back again. Good. So we've got a lot of work to do, and you can see that knee is still quite a bit facing in on that side. We want to be able to get that out and driven forward without his heel coming up off the ground, okay? So that's your tweak for today, guys. I want you guys to work on that's ankle range, soft tissues, back stretching. Get going. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Robbie.
Thank you.